Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Ka, Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Wakaha, Kwadash, and double honors to the big brethren, the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and to the rest of the brethren on down is teaching and preaching the truth of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Shalom Bayatah Dawadah. And to the Akim and Akwat that's out there repenting, Shalom to you, Mashpakah. This your Hakarab coming at you with just a quick one. Something I just popped into my head. I said so, and when I saw this, the first scriptures popped in my head is the ones I'm going to read. But let's read this, because these Edomites' kingdom, they trying to keep it up, and it's done. It's done. See, and what does the scriptures say concerning these damn Edomites? What is, as a matter of fact, let me read that real quick. Let me go to Revelations real quick. I just want to read that. Revelations 18. And we gonna start at 2. And what it says, Revelations 18:2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. See, this place is through. See, and they was trying to sustain themselves by these things what you see right here. By this. See? And let's go into this. Because they ass is through. We getting the kingdom next. Ain't no Russia ruling the earth next. Ain't no China ruling the earth next. Ain't no North Korea ruling the earth next. Ain't no Japan, Taiwan, or any other heathens ruling the earth next. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah kingdom is going to be established on the earth. And this one, the Edomites kingdom is about to fall. And then it's Jacob's kingdom. And this Jacob is going to be an everlasting kingdom. A kingdom of immortality. Never ending. Never dying. See, but what we have here? As of April 20th, 1946, the League of Nations ceased to exist. Now, what nation of people was ruling in that was had that League of Nations going on? The Edomites. It said it ceased to exist, having handed over all its assets to the United Nations, as if they was handing something over to another people. No, these was the same people, but just saying, okay, we go squash that. That didn't work. Now we gonna go and try to just tweak this a little bit and see if we can accomplish our goals this way. That's all it was. See, and having granted the new UN, United Nations Secretariat, full control of its library and archives, meaning all this stuff and its literature and its objectives and the things, it was say, okay, here, take this and we're gonna use some of these things, but let's tweak it a little bit. Same people ruling. See? And I just saw this article, this was on my head, and I said, man, these fucking people are something else. But let's go down. What it says. How was the League of Nations transformed into the United Nations? On April 18th, 1946, the League Assembly adjourned after taking the necessary steps to terminate the existence of the League of Nations and transferred its properties and assets to the United Nations. Same people. On August 1st, this transfer took place at a simple ceremony in Geneva. See, same motherfucking people, Edomites. See, but let's go down and read this one. It says what? Why did the UN replace the League of Nations? The United Nations was created At the end of World War II, as an international peacekeeping organization and a forum for resolving conflicts between nations, the UN replaced an ineffective League of Nations, which had failed to prevent the outbreak of the Second World War. See? Have they accomplished anything? No, they not. Don't you still see war going on? You about to see World War III break out. So that shows you, hey, it didn't work. They little shit that they put together as a League of Nations, the shit they try to join the nations together, it didn't work. They did it again. It didn't work. See? Don't nothing these people do work. It all failed. Because why? They have a kingdom that's not going to stand forever. They not meant to. What they're trying to do is sustain an everlasting kingdom. That's not for them. That's only for the children of Israel under Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. We're going to have an everlasting kingdom that's not going to end. This is not for them. See, their kingdom has an end, and these dirty Edomites need to know that. Ain't none of y'all objectives is going to work. All y'all shit go always fail, cause y'all the failures. See, ain't none of y'all shit go work. But when I read this, the first thing I thought about was Daniel. This is the first scripture that popped into my head, but let's read it. Let's go to it. Daniel, and I'm going to read it out of my sword, but Daniel 2, and I'm going to start at verse 40. And the fourth kingdom shall be strong as iron, for as much as iron breaketh in pieces, and subdue all things, and as iron breaketh all these, shall it break in pieces and bruise. Verse 41, Daniel 2 and 41. And whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron. We in that kingdom right now. This is the kingdom of their feet and toes. See? And this is why it goes into Genesis 25th chapter where it says, and Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Why? Symbolizing you're going to be pulled down by Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. A descendant of Jacob is coming to pull you down. And that's what Yahushua, he coming to do that. A descendant of Jacob is coming to pull them out of rulership. See, but what it says, verse 41, and whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided, but there shall be in it the strength of the iron. For as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with marry clay. And what it says, this kingdom shall be divided. See? And what did Mashiach say about a kingdom that's divided? What did he say? Let's grab it real quick. Matthew 12 and 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. Matthew 12 and 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And this is the kingdom of Satan. As long as these Edomites is ruling, this is the kingdom of Satan. And their kingdom are divided, so it ain't gonna stand. That's why none of this stuff right here, this League of Nations and this United Nations, it all failed. They didn't accomplish nothing. See? They didn't accomplish nothing. But let's go back to Daniel. Daniel 2 and 42. And whereas the toes, and as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken. And they're only strong, this place is only strong through its military. After that, they weak as hell. That's why he said in Genesis 27 and around verse 40 and 41, he said what? And by the sword shalt thou live. See, that represents Edomite strength. They are weak. They don't have no strength. That's why they need this weaponry and a strong military to symbolize their strength. They're weak. See? They're weak as hell. That's why they need the military. And without that, they weak. See? That's why when they going up against other nations, they bully them by their military. That's how they symbolize their strength. That's how they show their strength. They will bully another nation that don't have the equal military power or assets that they have. And they will use those assets to bully the next nation that don't have them. See, because that represents their strength. If they weak just like the other nations, then what? They just weak. You can't bully them. That's why it says, what is that? If I'm not mistaken, roughly paraphrasing Isaiah, something what it says. He says, "How art thou become weak as we?" Isaiah, what is that? 14th chapter. Art thou become as weak as we? Meaning, you gonna look at them and say, "Damn, wait a minute, y'all ain't strong no more." Why? Because all the other nations got the same ordinances that they got now. So they don't look strong no more because they ain't the only ones that have the upper hand now. All the nations have been given the upper hand now. To do what? To fight this battle. See, that's how this shit is failed. See, they did not accomplish their goal. They ain't gonna never accomplish their goals. Why? Because Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is not gonna allow them to. See why? Because they're not to rule. The promise is not for them to rule the earth forever. See, but let's continue. Verse 43. And whereas thou sawest, Daniel 2 and 43, and whereas thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men. And that's what this is right here. You know, this League of Nations being transformed into the United Nations. That's them mingling themselves with the seed of men. But what he say? But they shall not cleave one to another. They not cleaving one to another. You see, this is why they not having no peace. See? Because they ain't cleaving. It's not working. It's not going to work. But they shall not cleave one to another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. See? And it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Their ass is through. But let's grab this one. And what does it say? Just a couple more. I just wanted to read some of these. Second Ezra 6 and verse 9. But I'm gonna start here at verse 7. Second Ezra 6 and 7. Then answered I and said, what shall be the part of the sunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born. Because that's what this is all about. It's about Jacob and Esau. It's about Jacob, us, and the Edomites. So-called Caucasian, these people that classify themselves as white, which they're not. The Most High said you're red. See, and that's what all this all about. All the other nations, they just extras in the Most High movie. You got the two major players in the movie, and it's Jacob and Esau, and it's us and it's them. See, everybody else is just extras. See, but what it says, and he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world. Why? Jacob's pulling. He gonna be pulled down. He gonna be pulled down by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. For what? For Esau is the end of the world, meaning that age of ruling. And Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. See? And that's what it's about. Their time is almost up. Time is almost up. See? Second Esdras 7 and 43. But the day of doom shall be the end of this time. See, and that's what's going to come by them. That World War III, that's the day of doom. Their destruction, that's the day of doom. And the beginning of the immortality for to come, meaning that everlasting kingdom that's going to be established under Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Why? Because it's going to be for the Israelites to rule their planet. What? Wherein corruption is past. And what does it say? Wherein corruption is past. As long as these Edomites is ruling, the world is going to be corrupt, out of order. And it's all corrupt. Take a good look. It's all corrupted. Men walking down the street holding men hands, and everything is just out of order. It's all corrupt under their rulership. See? They through. Their time is up. See? Matter of fact, let me grab that 11 right quick. And what it says, because they corrupted everything. And what it says, let me see. Matter of fact, 2nd Esdras 11 and 40. And the fourth came and overcame all the beasts that were past, and had power over the world with great fearfulness, and over the whole compass of the earth with much wicked oppression. And so long time dwelt he upon the earth with deceit. For the earth hast thou not judged with truth. See? They ain't judged, they ain't ruled the earth in righteousness. They have corrupted everything. See? So they don't have an end. They shit is up, man. You wicked ass devils need to know that y'all time is up. See? So that day of doom is y'all doom. Get ready for slavery, you damn devils. Get ready to go through y'all punishment that's going to be handed to you from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. See? But let me finish it off with this one. Daniel 2 and 44. And in the days of these kings, meaning these kingdoms, shall the power of heaven set up a kingdom, which shall never be destroyed. That's that kingdom of immortality. And the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. So you Edomites, get ready for captivity. Because Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, Yahweh is sending Yahushua to come take everything. And he gonna share this kingdom, his spoils, with his people and only his people. So you Edomite shit, y'all have failed. Y'all have failed. Because why? Y'all was set up by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua to fail. Because to succeed is only for the Israelites. And I'm going to end it off there. All praise be to the Most High Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Shalom Yasharala. Wa Abad Babal. Shalom.